Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, animals, minerals and vegetables. It is working. My goodness me. There we go. There we go. It's happening. We're live. Making a mess of it. Let's put this in here so I don't get a feedback loop. Lovely. Let's just listen. Make sure I can hear myself. Get a feedback. Cool. Well, that does seem to be working. Loop treat. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, animals, minerals, and vegetables. I'm doing Tinkercad and BDcraft Minecraft block modelling. I'm doing it live. It's winter, so I've got my winter woolies on. Kaya Lee Asper, hello. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Let me show you what we're doing. Let's make this full screen as well. So here we are inside of Minecraft. Just ignore that. And I've got these are actual pieces of carpet on the floor. That's just my test, this purple thing. But we've got a Roman sword, well, a Roman dagger really, okay, with its sheath. We've got a Roman bowl also there as well. We've got this, which was my test to see if it was working in the first place, and that does seem to be working. Now I want to show you a little technique that that is going to be cool. So let's reduce this down. Now what I've got to make today is this, a carrot, and let's make this nice and big as well, a carrot amphora. Okay, carrot amphora were so named from their bizarre shape. It's believed that they were made somewhere in the East Mediterranean, perhaps Turkey, but the kiln sites have not been found. They're presumed to have held some special food, perhaps dates or prunes. This almost intact specimen was found in an excavation which preceded the construction of the slip road between Holloway Street and Western Way in 1974. This was found in Exeter. Exeter is a city in the south of England. And basically, I'm doing a Minecraft map of Exeter, okay? And we're going to be, and I'm using, to do that, I'm using something called BDcraft, okay? Which allows me to, and here's BDcraft over here, I'm going to put this over here. BDcraft allows me to create, okay, block models for Minecraft. And we can kind of see this is obviously created, and I'm exporting it as a wool carpet, a purple wool carpet. So when we look inside of Minecraft, which is over here, we can see that my purple wool carpet is no longer purple wool if I'm using my texture pack. So if I go to options and resource packs, I can see there's my texture pack that I'm using, and that texture pack is transforming that purple carpet into this three-dimensional bowl. Well, it looks like a bowl anyway. I can walk completely through it because it's not actually a block model, as I can walk through pretty much everything, but that's okay. What we want to do is we want to represent it. We want to see what it actually looks like. So that's what hello, that's what we're doing. Okay, so this is me. This is my live stream page, and we're going to start by using something called Tinkercad. Now, for those of you who don't know what Tinkercad is, hooray! This is going to be kind of like a tutorial. So Tinkercad is, for my money, the most amazing, amazing bit of online software for creating three-dimensional objects. Okay, works really, really well in Chrome. I'm not sure what else it works well in. Probably everything, but anyway, I use Chrome to do it, and I'm right-clicking now, and I'm scrolling around. There's my workspace. Now there's a series of kind of shapes on the right-hand side, and I can there's a box, so I'm going to grab the box, and I clicked it, and then I can just dump it into this space. I can right-click to move around it, and I can grab hold of the corners and open up these corners, each of these handles, and drag to change its shape. Okay, I can grab the whole thing, move it around. If I want to lift it up, there's a little arrow at the top, and as I highlight it, you see it turns red. I can lift that up and down. I can move it up and down from the floor. Okay, we've also got ways of turning it around, so we can kind of turn it around that way. We can also turn it around, here we go, this way. And if I stay within the circle, it does it in sort of increments. If I go out the circle, it gives me kind of a very, very smooth kind of way of working with it, way of shifting around, or stay inside the circle for incremental movements around the 360 degrees. So if I want to get rid of it, press delete. Boom, done, gone. One of the really cool things about this is we can kind of create a load of different shapes, and I'm just going to dump a load of stuff in as well, intersect them all as well, which is going to be make something complicated. There it is, and I can go up here and we can actually see what it would look like in Minecraft. Oh, we've got 3 sizes. We've got chunky, less chunky, and quite refined, which is quite cool. And we can actually export these as a schematic, and then I'll probably do another tutorial kind of video like this a little bit later on to show you how to do that. We're not doing that today. It's also got bricks, which is quite cool. Lego, it does Lego. This is brand new, which is I'm quite excited about. Look at it. If you've ever wanted to make something in Lego, but do it digitally, but do it kind of, in a really easy way, and then just export the whole thing. You want to make a big robot or something like that, and then turn it into Lego. Use this. This is your new Christmas playlist. It's going to be really, really good. Let's pop the chat out as well. So I've got the chat somewhere else as well, and I'm going to actually. I wonder if I could put it back into there. No, I can't. Oh well, doesn't matter. Hello, no Nicolo. No Nikilo. Anyway, I'm figuring out how to say your name. Right, let's go back into this. So this is our design thing. So we want to I'm going to select all these things, delete them. What we want to do is we want to make this today, okay? And I suspect, although it doesn't tell me how big it is, it looks big-ish. It's going to contain food, right? So it's got to be big-ish. And when I'm making them in Minecraft, I'm not really concerned about how big I'm going to make them. I'm just going to kind of make it. So we need to make a carrot shape in here. Okay, so we've got a couple of shapes. Here's a paraboloid. And I can turn it all the way around. And I can... Oh, that immediately looks perfect, doesn't it? So middle mouse button, I can move the whole thing around as well. So this looks fantastic. I'm going to make it a little bit fatter. And I'm going to make it 40 by 40. So there's 40 and there's 40. There we go. We want to make it that kind of carrot shape. Zoom out a little bit more. Whoa, 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 whoa. Zoom out a little bit more. So that, and it's got to have almost like a bowl on top, right? So that takes it up to there, and then we've got a kind of almost like a traditional bowl. So I'm going to actually grab a sphere. I might make this a little bit smaller. It's too... Oh, no. Let's make it like 30 by 30. Let's zoom down here. I've made it too big. It's too massive. 30 by 30. Cool. Zoom back out again. Reduce that down. That's pretty good. So I need to get this up the top. And I'm probably going to make this a bit 30 by 30 as well. And then that'll be the right size. So 30. Cool. By 30. Now you're going to say, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, that's not the right, it's not the right shape. Well, it nearly is. Have I got the right size? It looks like it's just slightly off on one side. That's 30. Oops, moved that. I've got an undo, yeah. Okay. Let's move it a little bit. There we go. That looks like it's perfectly into the top like that. Now I can group these things together and make them one shape. The way to do that is select the top shape, press shift and select the bottom shape. Once you've got both shapes selected, you can go up to here and group them together like this. And now they should be all one thing. Perfect. That is great. Now let's go, it's orange. So let's make it orange as well. Straight away. It's orange. let's go back here. So that's what, and it's got lines in, but you know, I'm not. I don't know if I can do lines necessarily. I'm going to do a kind of a general shape, and I might do the lines as a texture rather than anything else. It's got two handles on either side, a lip on the top as well. So we can kind of make quite an easy lip because we've got a torus over here. Now toruses are notoriously lip shaped, so I'm going to raise it up to the top here, and you can kind of say it's big donut really, and I'm going to put that donut in the top to make that lip. Just pop back in here and we can kind of see the actual fact it's quite big as well, so I'm going to kind of make it a little bit wider. 24 by about 25. There we go. Put that on top like that. That looks pretty good. We're going to just push it down a little bit, and using my arrow keys, once I've got it selected, I can actually move it around and get it into precise location. That's pretty good, right? There's my lip. All right. I can also use toruses for the side bits as well. It's kind of ears. But also, what I want to do is I want to make this hollow. Okay. And to make it hollow, I'm actually going to select this carrot here. I'm going to go and duplicate it. And I'm going to shrink the carrot down to about 20 by 20, I think. Where have I got to? 21, 20, 20 by 20, and 20 like that. And then we'll lift it up. Yes. So now we've got the carrot, and I'm going to move way away like this. I'm going to put it bang in the middle like that, okay? I'm going to turn this carrot, okay, into a hole, and then I'm going to press shift and select. Actually, I'm going to group that torus and the bottom carrot together. So we're going to just group that together first. It's changed colour, that's okay. And then I'm going to grab my hole, okay, the shape is now whole, and click the bigger carrot and group these two together. And you'll see what happens. What happens is the hole literally becomes a hole, and it cuts the shape out of the shape that it was in. Magical. So there we go. There's our shape. Let's turn it back to orange. Now I need two more toruses. So I'm going to grab this one here. And obviously we need to put it up on its side as well. So I'm going to just move around here and pop it at 90 degrees like that. Okay. Lift it up. Turn it orange and whack it into the side here, so it looks like that. Move it down a touch. Let's just have a, let's remind ourselves, it actually was just on the kind of lower part of that spherical shape at the top, so we can lower it down a little bit more to about there, and that looks pretty good. I'm going to move it out a bit. It needs to be, that looks pretty good. I like it. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate that shape and move it across to the other side. Does that look about right? One more. Yeah, that looks perfect. So there we go. There's our Roman. Oh, they're too far. They've got to go back a bit. Always have a look round. This is one of the things about making things in 3D. Yeah, always kind of move yourself around so you can kind of see what's going on. Let's see who's in the chat. Oh, there's a few people here. Emerald Villager, hi. Panda Play says, hi, can we play on a server? Oh, well, you know. Wish BDcraft didn't cost money, says Master Bro Network Gaming. Too true, too true. It does cost money, unfortunately. There are free versions of it as well. Not of BDcraft, but there are free kind of Minecraft block building ones. And maybe I'll do a tutorial on that. Download a crack on torrents, Panda Play says. Don't do that. Don't do that. Honestly, here's how to get money, right? It doesn't actually cost a lot of money. It's like 20 quid. Wash some cars, do some favours, you know, just earn some money and you'll be able to afford it and buy it for yourself. Okay? So that is the best way of doing it. And then you've got a good copy and it's yours forever. And also the nice thing is it updates. Okay, so once you've got your own copy, keep it safe and you'll be able to update it. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to export it. I'm going to export it over here, and we want to export it as a .obj. All right. So that has just exported onto my desktop. Now I'm going to go into BDcraft, and we're going to do a new file. Do you want to save changes? No. No? No. Let's open this up. So we want to import this. It's on my desktop. It's probably going to be... Oh, I know where it is. It's actually in a zip folder in Downloads. So let's have a look. Would that be it? Darring, what's up? Okay, let's just have a look. They all call weird names. Darring, Wassa, Borrow. So let's double click that. There it is. I'm going to pop it on my desktop. I'm going to replace the file in the destination. Perfect. And let's go to Tinkercad. And now it should be there on my desktop. We're going to look for an OBJ file. And there it is. And open it up. Now it says, here's the resolution bit. So we can kind of change the resolution. I'm going to actually take it down to sort of 16 things and just press OK. So we'll see what happens. Did it do anything? That's a bit odd. Let's try again. Import OBJ Tinker object. OK. 32. Nothing. Let's see what happened with that. Let's try exporting it again. OBJ. That's done there. Downloads. It's this one here. I'm going to copy it, go on my desktop, paste it in there, replace file and destination. That's cool. I'm going to open it up in 3D Paint, actually, just to have a look at it. Skip that. Well, that's a bit weird, isn't it? That is not what we exported. That's just a torus. Oh, am I actually exporting it because I've selected it there? That can't be right. Let's try again. Export. OBJ. Everything in the design, that's what I wanted. Let's go here. Downloads again. Double click there. We're going to copy that. Go to my desktop, paste it in. And now let's open that with Edit 3D Paint. Don't save. Skip that. There we go. This is more like it. That's our big AMP4, a carrot shaped one. Well, there it is. 3D Paint, by the way, pretty cool. Look, we can paint. Oh my gosh, that looks weird. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. I mean, 3D Paint is pretty cool, kind of. Oh look, you can actually. It's weird. It's very weird. I wonder if I've got a spray can as well. Oh, that looks nice too. So what am I using? A paintbrush? Oh, I'll use this, and it kind of creates a kind of smudgy effect. I quite like it actually, more than everything else. But anyway, that's just to test it. Don't save that. Right, let's go back to here. File, import, please. We want to import an OBJ file. That's important because otherwise it won't actually show up here. We'll open this up. We're going to reduce it down. Press OK. Right, let's start. Maybe I've run out of memory. Let's start this up again. Import OBJ. Fly down. Reduce that down. Okay. There we go. Right. Now, it has not done what I wanted it to do. because it's, if we look at it, it's not as detailed as I would like. So let's try that again. And also it's done it on its side, and I kind of want it upright as well. And I suspect I might have to do it in 2 halves. Okay. Better. Better. A lot better. I wonder if we could do it even better. Let's do import again and try and make it bigger as well. Oh yeah, obj. There you go. Tinker object open. Let's make it 64. There's quite a few elements. Now that looks pretty good, actually, to tell you the truth. Let's see if we can roll it on its side like that. It's now got hollows in, which is a bit of a shame. Why is it broken? Why is it broken it up like that? It's all going a bit pear-shaped. Look at this, it's all going a bit wrong. So I wonder if there's a memory problem with this or not. Let's try again. Let's import it, because it was working it sort of. Open that. 64. Okay. All right. Well, that's currently that's good. Yeah. Works on its side very nicely. What we want to try and do is we want to try and turn it around. And I'm not sure how to do that. But first of all, let's open this up, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that I want to do. I might put that on a plinth, yeah? And then people can kind of have a look around it, because it's about that. Let's edit the model properties. I'll cancel that. Let's have a look at my materials manager. And the texture I want to use is an orange texture. So we're going to load a new texture, and we're going to look at, I'm going to type in orange. Is it not showing me orange things? Let me have orange things. I wonder what I can use. It may be wool. Orange wool, or wool coloured. Oh, what about the stone? It's not, it's red sandstone? Red sandstone block? No, that's red. That's that. That's not really smooth, normal. Red sand. Open. So that's red sand. Now that doesn't look too shabby. Okay. That looks pretty good. If we put it on a plinth, yeah. I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to put this and make a. Let's put that on the floor. And I'm going to make a new texture as well. I'm going to not that one. Load new texture. We're going to have planks, plank. Planks, big oak. Okay. The big oak plank will do this. We're going to go to its faces. We're going to change the texture to big plank oak. And what that's going to do basically is change it to big plank oak like this. Make it a little bit more like an exhibit. I might want this bigger, and I'm thinking I might have to do it in 2 halves. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's grab another element as well. Just pop this in. Pop this here. make it like that, so it's a kind of like that. So it's kind of, you know, it's on a plinth of some sort. Change the texture and okay, that's all right, isn't it? I do want to flip it over. That's the trouble. Now, it may be that I need to flip it over in the 3D program, and I've got 3D programs to do that. But first of all, let's just show you how to export this. Go down to export. I'm going to go to my resource packs. It's text pack 1.12 in the assets, in Minecraft, in models, in block, and I'm looking, and this one is going to be blue. So it's carpet. Carpet blue, which is that one, not black, blue, thank you, and save it. It says, do you want to replace it? I'm like, yeah, I do, actually, I do. And then we'll just go into my game here, and then we're just going to press F3 and T. It's going to reload the texture pack that we've just saved this into, and fingers crossed that should turn into that, which looks pretty good, but isn't as big and beautiful as the other two. So that's my problem for the day, which is going to be, how do I make this even bigger? How do I make it big like that without having to kind of handcraft it all? And it may be that I have to kind of scale things up by hand, which may take a long time. So thanks very much for watching. Let's just go and see how everybody's getting on in here as well. So we had Mason, hi, how you doing? George Wolf, hi, how you doing? Kaya, you're one of my favourite YouTubers ever. Thank you very much. Charlotte says hey. Owen Robinson says hey, how you doing, Owen? It's me doing 3D stuff. So yeah, so here we are, trying to figure out how to make something. I would like it to be standing up twice as big, and it may mean that it's in two halves. And I'll figure out how to do that in due course. I'll talk to people on the internet, on Twitter this afternoon. Well, is it this afternoon? It is this afternoon, and we'll see how we get on with it. Until then, thanks very much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, do consider subscribing. I'll be doing kind of some of this kind of stuff, some building, some kind of making, and other bits and pieces over Christmas period as well, so do join me then. If you want to know any more about this project, it's actually Ramcraft. If you type that in, you should be able to see Ramcraft Hedgeland map. So it's part of the Ram Exeter Museum in Exeter. And we actually produced a map for them already, which is based on one of their exhibits, okay, which is this one here. You can actually download this map for Java Edition Minecraft as well, and play around in it. It's quite good. It's basically based on a model. We're doing two more maps for them as well. We're doing an early Roman map and a late Roman map. Early Roman map is very much that kind of Roman garrison. Okay, it's kind of like, how would you describe it? You know, square walls, lots of military stuff in the middle, and that became Exeter. Now that Roman kind of fortress, that with all the Roman garrison in it as well, slowly expanded, became much more civil. Which means, you know, there's much more, there's shops and other bits and pieces, and the whole thing kind of spread out. So we're going to do that early one, which is quite formal, and then a later one, which is, you can see the walls have kind of expanded a little bit, and there's lots more shops and and people living there and living their lives as Exeter became a Roman city, okay, in the south of England. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll come back to this and have a little think about it. How to make that bigger. But we'll see later on. I'm going to say goodbye and thank you very much. Try everybody. Bye.